Welcome to Global English University. Most people study English to pass a test. Here, we study English to lead a career. I'm your instructor, and today we are moving beyond the basics to master the high-level communication of the world's most powerful leaders. Let's begin today's lecture. To understand how soft power and executive presence truly work, we must analyze the two most distinct styles of leadership English in the world today. First, we have the Starmer method from the UK, which is defined by precision, structure, and legalistic authority. Second, we have the Trump method from the US, which focuses on impact, superlatives, and direct influence. By the end of this session, you will know exactly when to use each style to elevate your professional presence. Let us start with the concept of strategic precision. Notice how a high-level British executive speaks. It is rarely about using big words. It is about using the precise word. Keir Starmer uses what linguists call legalistic precision. Instead of saying, "I will try to fix this," he says, "we are establishing a framework to address the underlying structural issues." This creates an immediate image of competence. When you use words like framework, implementation, or fundamental, you signal to your audience that you have a diagnosis and a plan. You are no longer just talking, you are executing. On the other side of the Atlantic, the American executive style prioritizes impact over technical detail. This method, often associated with Donald Trump, relies on superlative impact. A leader using this method does not just say something is good. It is unprecedented, it is tremendous, or it is the best in history. In a high-stakes meeting, people often do not want the technical details, they want certainty. Using superlatives removes doubt and creates a reality that others want to join. While the Starmer method says, "There is a significant opportunity for growth," the Trump method says, "This is the biggest opportunity we have ever seen." We must also look at sentence architecture. British professional English often uses complex subordination. This means starting a sentence with a condition, such as, "While I appreciate the concerns raised by the board, it would be advantageous if we transitioned our focus to the new projections." This sounds intellectual and measured. It allows you to acknowledge someone else's point while simultaneously moving past it. However, the American executive style uses the declarative punch. Short, declarative sentences like, "We have a problem. It is a big problem. We are going to fix it fast." Short sentences are sticky. They are easy to remember and they create a rhythm of authority that is very hard to argue with. Finally, let's look at how these leaders actually command action. A British leader rarely says "do this." They use modal verbs to create a suggestion that feels like a command, such as, "It would be highly beneficial if you could establish contact with the team by Friday." It is polite, but in a professional setting, everyone knows it is a deadline. The Trump method uses direct speech acts. Look at the numbers. Believe me. Watch what happens next. By using these direct verbs, the speaker is literally directing the physical and mental focus of the audience. It is an assertive way to take total control of a conversation. Which one should you use? If you are in a legal, technical, or diplomatic meeting where every word is being scrutinized, use the Starmer method. Focus on precision and complex structure to be the smartest person in the room. If you are pitching a project, leading a sales team, or giving a keynote speech, use the Trump method. Focus on superlatives, short sentences, and direct commands to be the most confident person in the room. Your homework for today is simple. Look at your emails. Find one vague word like good, big, or think and replace it. Instead of good, try fundamental. Instead of I think, try I anticipate. Stop using school English and start using the language of authority. That concludes our deep dive into executive communication. Remember, at Global English University, we don't just teach vocabulary, we build authority. Put what you learned today into practice in your next meeting, and don't forget to comment below with your progress. Until next time, keep leading.